What's up, guys? It's Jacob or Dazza here, coming to you guys a new video. So in this video, we'll be going over the changes that recently just happened to Boomkins on the beta. I'll most likely be going over to the live patch when it comes out. First off, I want to thank you Z Genji for letting me know about these changes, because woke up this morning, didn't even know if anything was really gonna happen, but there's a lot that happened, guys, and leveling's gonna be a little bit harder. Not as much AoE, and boss fights that are AoE at least are gonna be a little tougher. So I guess we can start off with the worst part and get into the better parts as we go on. But the worst thing that really did happen was Lunar Shrapnel. It got a 73% nerf. I have these pictures from before and after of the same item. Starfall deals an additional 100 damage to nearby enemies when affected by Moonfire, obviously. That was before this nerf, and then after, it deals 31 damage to nearby enemies. So yeah, I don't know if Lunar Shrapnel will still be viable because you're looking at all the other buffs and all that, and they're exponential compared to Lunar Shrapnel. So I don't really know what we're gonna see through that. Yeah, just an insane nerf. It was well deserved just because that trait was extremely OP, and I do like what they're trying to do with it, but like, it's a tough one for me, honestly. So the next one, we have High Noon. Now, High Noon, they received a 81% buff. I didn't really like this trait to begin with, just because it didn't seem, I don't know, didn't really enjoy it, I guess. It didn't seem that good. Do you know what I mean? So Sunfire's radius increased by 11. That stayed the same, that's idle. But its damage dealt to a primary target is increased, for this example, about 500. So about 81% increase on that. Do I think it's going to be still viable? I don't think so. I do think Power of the Moon, which we'll get to in a minute, that one I think is 100% going to be viable now because they did get a buff. But for High Noon, I don't think that one's going to be that viable. Cool, it got a buff. All right, nice. Going on to Donny Son. So Donny Son before the patch did 300, added the increased damage of your solar up at 311 for 8 seconds, but then after patch it was 358. The buff to this was only by 0.4%. Not that huge of a buff, just it was pretty small. I don't know why they would make such a small buff to it. I think they want us to use it, maybe. That's really the only thing I can think about for that, but I don't know. The only reason I could see this being used is if, and this is not the way the trait works right now, hear me out, if it's stacked. Which, if it's stacked, it'd be obviously used, but it does not stack. So that issue right there just means that I feel like there's other traits you could probably use better for that one. Going on to Power of the Moon. So Power of the Moon, Moonfire deals 835 additional moon damage instantly. That has a 5% chance to grant lunar empowerment. So before the patch, 835. After, 1,290. So basically, it got about a 50% buff, which is nutty. I already was using Power of the Moon, and they buffed it as well. So I think Power of the Moon is going to be one of the traits you 100% want to use for beta. Well, I mean, obviously for launch as well. So Power of the Moon, I think, is still going to be a good contestant for the traits that you want to use for the most DPS, 100%. Going on to Sunblaze. Now, Sunblaze got a really big nerf. I mean, a really big buff. The biggest buff percentage-wise we saw from this patch. So Sunblaze before the patch did 118 damage to your next Star Surge. But now it increases your damage of your next Star Surge by 415. It's a 250% buff, which is absolutely insane if you think about it. So Sunblaze, maybe. I mean, that extra star damage, if you get a really good, like a really good Azerite item and it has a lot of damage to your Star Surge, maybe it could be good, but I'm not too sure. Obviously, when Sims come out, guys, I will be doing a full when the live comes out at 5 p.m. Eastern on the Monday, the 13th, I believe. Yes, I will be doing 12-hour streams almost every single day. So if you guys will stop by there, I'll be doing a lot of sim crafting and all that as well. Getting off topic a little bit though, but I'm not too sure how Sunblaze is gonna work out. It looks interesting, but for a damage reliability, I don't think it's gonna be the best. Now going on to Streaking Stars, this is actually pretty cool. I liked this Azerite trait. I thought it was interesting, It kind of reminded me of the monk, how if you used an alternative ability every single time, you kept your stacks going, you did more damage. Now, I think this is pretty cool. They buffed Streaking Stars by 200%, which is absolutely, it's sick. What can you say? Before the patch, it did 622, and then after the patch, it did 1,625. So the buff is absolutely insane. I think I'm gonna use Streaking Stars. I'm not too sure. Like I said again, I know, you know, it's beta. Who knows what's gonna happen? Who doesn't know what's gonna happen? But I think Power of the Moon, Streaking Star are gonna be one of the tops. Maybe Sunblaze. I'm not too sure. I kind of like Runeous Bolt as well, but man, guys, I'm not too sure anymore. You know, I was pretty confident what I was gonna be using for Azerite traits before this patch, but now I'm just kind of at a loss. Yeah, pretty much it for all the changes though, as of August 9th, 2018, guys. So let me know what you guys thought about the changes. Honestly, Lunar Shrapnel, it was awesome to level with, really good to level with. Actually, kind of, I mean, it was insane to level with, really. So yeah, other than that though, guys, that's about it. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and you know, ring that bell. Oh god, the more I say that, just just like, subscribe, tell me what you thought in the comments below. Holy shit. Thanks, guys.